Hello everyone, welcome back. I brought in this juniper on the rock, kind of a cliff penjing. As you can see, it's getting a bit overgrown now, so I'm going to give it a bit of a clean up, maybe do a little bit of clean up on the tree. I want to get it cleaned up before this stuff. As you can see, it grows pretty rapidly and it'll cover this entire pot if I don't keep it cleaned back a bit. So we'll try and well, first we'll have a look at the tree and then we'll look at the landscape. So the tree itself, it's not too bad. It's not really getting too congested or anything. This branch here, a couple of branches up here we could maybe do something with. Brown bits there, we can take them off anyway. Just trying to see if I was to maneuver this one around a little bit. And I don't think I even need this bit sticking up here. I'm going to take that off completely. That doesn't look too bad now. What I will do is just clean up the bottoms a bit. Take off any dead bits. We'll take off any bits growing down. Just to give us a bit of a cleaner edge on the bottom. Some of these branches aren't wired. Only the secondary branches are. That's okay, we're not being too fussy. We just want to clean it up a little bit. You can see cheers. I'm going to take that off altogether. Okay, so that's going to create that little pad. Now this little weak bit back here, we can probably get rid of that as well. Now, clean back this bit. This is the very first Ithaca juniper I got. And when I got it, it was in a tiny little, it was a little pot. And it was a very small little thing, but over the years, you kind of don't notice them growing. But that's why I used to take photographs of my trees, because you wouldn't notice them growing until you look at photographs and you realise how well they've grown. When you're looking at them every day, you kind of don't notice it. So it's well worth taking some photographs of the trees. And like that, that's what got me into then deciding to start videoing them. Now there's this branch here, I think I've put a little bit of wire on that one. Yeah, I went from photographing them to videoing them, so that I didn't fill my camera up, my phone up with millions of photographs. So I'm just going to stick a little bit of wire on this one here. And I'll just lock it onto this one. Now if I was going to be showing the straight, I would probably wire all the branches, or most of them, all these wispy little bits, so that I could get them all to exactly where I want them. But I don't need that now. Right now I just want to basically get the secondary branches in the right place, and then I can just kind of trim them roughly into where I want them to grow, and just leave them grow then. Okay, just go around again here. We've got one growing down. I'll take that one out. A few more little bits there. Got a piece here growing kind of in the wrong direction. Take that out. You see, none of these are wired. I would be wiring all of these if I was showing it, but it's just a kind of rough tree. It's not one of these perfectly pruned kind of trees. It's just a kind of tree growing on a mountain, so I don't need it all pristine like that. If I was showing it, I'd have to decide, do I want it kind of a pristine, all wired and perfect, or do I want it kind of rough looking, more natural? Sometimes the more natural look looks better, depending, especially on landscapes and things. So from the front there now, it's kind of looking not too bad. I haven't done much on it, just a little bit of cleaning up. It's all the branch here we could. Now I'll bring this one down a bit just to create a bit of space there. Take that heavy one out there. I'll tip off that one. Bring this one down. Just okay, I think that's not too bad now. Like that, like I said, if I was showing it, we could really go into detail, wiring and pruning, but I'm mainly just giving it a bit of a clean up, tidying it up a bit. It looks okay. Okay, it is what it is. A wild looking tree growing on the side of a cliff. This looks a little heavy up here. I think I might take out this bit back here. Bring that out a bit. Okay, so we'll get on to the landscape. Now, last time I worked on this, I planted these two little Chinese elms to act as kind of miniature trees, bushes. So they're growing pretty good. Need me tweezers now. I'll try and clear out some of this stuff. Let's get to the stage. You can't even see the rocks anymore. It's great stuff for covering. Covers everything. Your benches, pots, everything. And we've got a lot of weed in here. Some old moss we got rid of. Need that bit because the tree's kind of growing. Oh, the tree's not really growing under that, it's behind it, so maybe I can get rid of that. Do need some kind, that's the wire holding the rock on, because last time we did a work on this, the rock had broke. We had to redo it. The root had gone down into the rock and just split it in half. So what I might do here is have a little grub down here. Take out the rocks here. Just scrape all this lot back a bit. If you want to be able to see the rocks, I'm pointing out covered. It looks like a mound of moss with a tree on the top otherwise. So what I might do now is just get my curves to that actually be better for this job. I'll just prune this back. Big reeds back here we can pull out. Covering my rocks with weeds. Stones. These are all the bits of the rock that I took off this rock. I just broke them up a bit to make some smaller pieces. Just trim all this back now. Be careful because the roots and the tree are growing into it as well. Don't want to cut any roots. I like this stuff, it looks natural and it grows kind of nice over the rocks and stuff. You just got to be on top of it all the time because it will completely cover. I've had pots go missing underneath it because it covers everything. It spreads all across my bench and everything. Okay, so that looks to be alright. Bring back enough. Now, these two, a bit more in here. These two Chinese elms. Just give these a little pruning back too. You see the roots there, I'm not sure if they're from the elm or from the juniper, but they're coming all the way down through all this moss. There's one here, again not sure which it's from. These we're just going to roughly give them a bit of a pruning. I'm not worried about styling them as such yet. So there's a piece of wire holding it. We can maybe loosen it out a bit now. Just get in there. And that more. Okay. So next job I'm going to do is clean out all this sand. Get rid of all this lot, and then we'll clean out the sand. Okay, so we'll just take out the fisherman. This lot back out. Piece of rock there. So I just want to scrape that out with something. I'm just going to take off the top layer. Like that, with winter coming, probably not really the best time of year to do this, because it's probably just going to be pretty messed up in a couple of weeks anyway, but I like to try and keep on top of everything if I can. There's a lot of trees that need a lot of weeding and stuff like that. If I leave it all messy like this, then come spring, when I'm trying to repot trees and stuff, I've got so many trees that are so engulfed in weeds and stuff, so I try and keep on top of them when I can. Okay, so the next job now is to put my stones back in. And I do have some more moss here, some new moss. So we'll just put a bit of that back in here. Give us that bit of an edge there and block off that wire holding the rock in. And put it back here. Just to finish this edge off a bit. And we'll just put more on the top of this. Okay, now our rocks. Maybe if I kind of stand them up, so they're kind of like the water's come in and eroded away. You always kind of see the beaches covered in rocks like that, all kind of sticking out. Back here it's not as not going to be seen as much, so stamp a couple of pieces in there. Something like that. And use some of this old sand filling behind there. Just put another little bit of that moss in. Now, what I'll do now is I've just got some couple of little bits here now, so I'm just going to break them up and turn into more shingly size pieces. I'll just crush them a bit with my pliers. I'm going to try and use the same stone as you're having the planting. Okay, so we'll just put some fresh sand down now. Piece of banana this way. Okay. A bit more mossy underneath there. Okay, these little pieces that are broke up, just sprinkle them in around. They're just bits that are broken off. Come free from the bits. I'm not too worried about leveling it out because the rain will wash it and level it all out itself. And then could put a little bit of this, just a little bit of shingly stuff underneath. It's been collected. Just to give it a bit of a kind of a beach look. Okay. So I'll give it a good soak, and when I take it out, I don't want to water it too much in here. It'll just end up soaking my shed. Okay, let's have a look at that now, see how it looks. The tree itself. Oh, one thing I could do is just put a bit of lime sulphur on the branches. So, I'll get my little bowl, we'll put a little bit of lime sulphur in it. Smells so good. Okay, it's got a couple of dead branches up here. This one here hanging down. I'll give that a little going over. When it goes white, then it might stand out a bit more. You tend not to notice it really, unless it was white. And with a couple ones sticking up here, just give them a little dab in too. So yeah, I would definitely recommend, even if you're new to the hobby, is to take photographs, videos of your trees, because especially when you're new, you'll look back at them and you'll think they haven't grown much or they haven't changed much at all. But then when you look back on them after a couple of years, you realise that they've doubled in size and you haven't noticed. Okay, so I think that's it for this. Maybe we could just clean up the trunk a little bit around here, because this stuff's going to start climbing up the trunk of the rice. Throwing him off twice and he keeps coming back up. He doesn't want to leave this home, he loves it up here. A bit on this side. Oh, just got lime sulphur now all over my hand. You smell that for the night. Okay. It's alright. Maybe one day we'll do when I take all the wire off this and we do a rewiring on it, we might change it a little bit. Probably will need rewiring soon. A little bit of bitening on the main wire there. The rest of it looks okay. But maybe we will do another bit of new styling with it. Change it slightly, we'll see. Okay, so that's it for this one. And as always, everyone, don't forget to like and subscribe. Help the channel out by hitting the thumbs up button and stuff. And we will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.